When using digital cameras, the most commonly overlooked setting is white balance. Now, white balance is very important because it actually makes it so the computer chip in your camera is set to understand what white is in the room with the light that's shining in that room. On your digital camera, which might be different than ours, you'll probably have a setting that you can choose. On this camera here, we have auto, sunlight, clouds, shade, incandescent, fluorescent 1, fluorescent 2, fluorescent 3, manual, and then a temperature setting where we can set it to the specific Kelvin. Now, when using your manual white balance feature on your digital camera, we've come up with a great trick to make it so that you can white balance for the light that's in the room. What we've done is taken a white piece of paper and put it on a clipboard. You put that in front of your lens, hit the manual setting, and voila, you've got white. Now, I know a lot of people want to reach out and just use auto, but auto doesn't always guarantee exactly the setting that's going to work for the room you're in. So what I want you to do is go in, look at your white balance settings, and see if they have a little light bulb, or a fluorescent light, or a sun, or clouds, and then set it accordingly to the room that you're in or the space that you're in. The 5 most common Kelvin light settings are household bulbs at 2500 to 2900 Kelvin, fluorescent 3200 to 7500 Kelvin, daylight 5500 to 6500 Kelvin, shade or a garage at 7000 to 8000 Kelvin, or a clouded sky at 8000 to 10,000 Kelvin. Now, after seeing this chart, you might ask yourself, what is Kelvin? Well, Kelvin, if you remember from science class, is a measure of temperature, very much like Celsius or Fahrenheit. This is actually used to measure light. Now, we're getting ready to move on and start taking pictures and looking at the techniques. And I want you to remember that we've included a booklet with the DVD so that you can take a look at things and have charts that go over what we've already talked about. One of the greatest charts you'll find is the KRG, or our Kelvin Reference Guide. So this is the last thing. When you put your camera away at the end of this and you're done taking pictures, I want you to get out the canned air and blow it off. Who knows how many granules of sand or dust or whatnot you've put on your camera, and you don't want to store your camera dirty. So remember to put your lens cap on, and then your camera is ready to store. Thank you.